It is Warped Rationale with Ben and Eric. This is Eric.
And I'm Ben.
What is up, everybody? How has everybody been?
Woo!
Doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Having a good... Okay.
We're suspicious.
I could do that. I could do that for 5 more minutes, but
Yeah.
I'm sure people don't want to listen to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know, man. You just get pumped up.
oh man. Woo.
Get
All right.
psyched. That's... Yeah.
All right, so I got one for you today.
Okay.
And I was just thinking about this the other day. Mm-hmm. Okay. What if, and this happens to everybody in the world,
Okay.
what if whenever someone asks a question,
Okay.
could be any question, just whatever. This means kids, everyone. Yeah.
That's
if you
trouble.
ask a question,
Yeah.
you randomly, the person who asked it and 2 other random people in the world are magically teleported to a game show that is televised.
Yeah.
Where there's just there's a host guy, same host every time.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. He knew what he signed up for.
Yeah.
And he has to present the question as like for points.
Son of a bitch. Well, I mean, okay, but yeah, lots of questions. Okay. So say that this was to happen to you. Does it happen to you even if you know the answer to the question?
Yeah.
So you're right about to say, oh, it's 3. And then you get warped to a game show and he's like, how many people were in the room with you when you left the room you were in?
Exactly.
And if somebody did ask, like, hey, how many people are in the room with us right now, including me and you? Like, the other 2 people, did they say that the answer was 3? Do the other 2 people have to say 3, or do they answer the question as relative to them?
No, they have to answer the question as relative to them.
Well, they're fucked.
Yeah.
They can't win that.
Exactly.
Everybody's just going to be really irritated all the time.
Right, but it's kind of random, you know?
Yeah.
You're going to get picked just randomly.
You don't win.
So what if
anything,
you're
do
just...
you?
Well, here's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe if you got it right,
Yeah.
you know, you could win like little small rewards.
Yeah.
You know, like here's a $10 gift card
Really?
to like...
Oh my God, because me and you, we would just ask each other questions all day long. Like, I got to get me them gift cards. I'm going to go to the Sizzler. I'm going to make them regret opening.
But what if it's like... But it's like not every time,
Yeah.
you know?
So not every...
Tell him what
okay.
he's won.
So
You might win some of those cheap, like, bouncy shoes that you're supposed to put on, but it's for kids.
Yo, I don't give a fuck, man. I'll sell those on eBay. I'll be rich, like, immediately. No, so the setup here is that it's at random. So out of all the questions that are being asked at any given moment, one of them will bring in a set of a couple of people.
Yes.
Okay. So this is not happening to everybody, every question. Just every question you have the chance.
Right.
Well, okay. Well, then life would probably go on basically as normal, except there would be a lot of, it would be bad if you were on a plane and your pilot was whisked away to a game show. And he's going to be like, answer the question. Answer it fast.
I'm trying to, yeah.
I got to get back. I mean, do you get teleported back, or
Yeah.
do you have to go, like, find your way back home? That'd be rough.
Oh, you
really
get
tough.
teleported back.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a system in place to send you back.
Well, that's oddly
called
convenient
magic.
for something so horrible.
It's like, I was just thinking, I was walking around the store the other day and I was like, what if somebody was just like, how big is that building? Oh, crap.
Welcome to How Big Is That Building? The game show where you answer the question.
Can I see a picture of the building the kid was talking about? Nope.
We're not that kind of game show, sir. Yeah, that's a friggin' bummer. What's the host like? Is he nice?
He's very energetic. He's very happy to be there.
Is he sinister at all, or is he he's just happy to be there?
He's just happy to be there.
So, like, whatever instinct that a person has to want to get to the bottom of things, they're not going to find it with the host. It's
not
just,
at all.
Like, there's no secret hint of some dystopian nightmare. It's just,
This dude's happy as he can be. He's the nicest guy, too.
Oh, no.
And would you watch this TV show?
Is it a TV show?
It's a TV show.
Is it something for people to watch?
It comes on television.
Yeah, but not for the reasons you'd think. Like, I wouldn't watch it for the game show. I'd watch it for the horror. Because there's...
What if you're, like, asleep? It's like...
Well, yeah, I mean, if somebody comes in and
it's
they're
like
asleep,
3 a.m. This show airs all the time.
Yeah, I'd imagine it would just be on all day. Like a non-sleeping host and an eternal... Is there an audience? Is there a live studio audience?
Maybe so.
Maybe,
but not all the time.
Yeah,
people sleep.
I mean, yeah, I'd watch it, but I would watch it, for the reactions, to see people come in
and poofs in.
Yeah, just like all of a sudden here you are, and you're being asked this question, and like you're a police negotiator trying to stop somebody from blowing up I don't know, man, blowing up whatever people blow up, man. People love to blow things up. It could be anything.
Right.
But like that was an important thing to be doing, and now you're on this game show trying to figure out what
color was that tiger? Yeah,
I know. Like, what was his name again? Like, oh yeah, God. I got an answer for that. Just get me the fuck out of here. So yeah, that would be absolutely fun to watch, but I mean it'd be horrible to get pulled in, I guess.
I was about to say
there are grades of it, but there's no person who is going to be like, whew, yeah, I'm glad I'm not where I was. Right. With the exception of people who, I'm thinking that in terms of what must be statistically improbable, like say that you were trapped in a trunk and this pulls you out, right?
Right.
Okay, then you're happy. But I mean, how often is anybody in a trunk? But as soon as the
question's answered, you're going right back to the trunk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that would be interesting now. If somebody's like, everybody knows the rules of this game. Let's say it's 5 years into it. People know it. They're used to it. They've accepted it.
Right.
So there is somebody who's like trapped in a trunk or whatever circumstance they were in. If they go back, it's bad for them. So then it becomes a game of sabotaging the person who knows the answer so that you don't have to go back until you sort the situation out.
They probably have to put a timer on it to answer the question.
What happens if nobody answers it at the end of the timer?
Like,
do you just lose?
I think everybody loses something. You might lose
something.
You might lose your shirt.
What? They take away from you?
Take away.
Now it's starting to get kind of creepy. Now we're starting to get into it.
That's only like if you let time run out. Like if it's clear like you're stalling.
Well, if you didn't know the answer to the question, if somebody asks you, what's the square root of such and such number? I don't want to. The only ones that I can say I know the answer to, so I don't want to do it.
Right.
But if they ask you some question that would be really complicated that you have no idea how to answer, that would be a mess. Or what if you get like a rhetorical question? Like somebody's like, so what did we learn? Yeah. And they're like, so what did we learn? And you've got to stand there in front of the entire world who's watching this and say, keep your dick in your pants. Yeah. Correct.
Absolutely. Thank you for playing.
He'd probably be like, that's not right. You didn't learn that. You didn't learn anything.
You didn't actually learn that.
It's incorrect. You're going home with nothing.
What if you're like in a hostage situation and you're the guy with the gun?
Yeah.
And you get teleported out because of the question.
Yeah. Well,
everybody there is like, let's go.
I got better hostages. Yeah. No, man, it would be that'd be a hell of a thing if you could take your gun with you. It depends on how the hostage situation was going, though. You'd be like, man, I got to get back to those hostages. They're gonna get loose,
and they're gonna get me when I come back. They're just gonna be waiting on me.
They're gonna be kind of disoriented.
Yeah.
Maybe it would become standard procedure, like people would always have kind of a TV, or there would be like an app on your phone where you could always pull that up pretty quickly.
Right.
Just to be like, wow, I can't find such and such. I better check and see if he's on that freaking game show.
I didn't think about that.
There'd probably be a market for that.
I can't find my daughter. I wonder if she's on that TV show. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh,
there she is.
Oh, whew. That's a relief.
Yeah, exactly.
Could have been anything horrible, but
she'll be teleported to her room.
She's just lost in space and time answering questions for an unknowable being. So that's good. It's better than being, I was scared she was at her boyfriend's house.
Man, court would be a nightmare.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it seems like the frequency of it would be so low that it wouldn't really affect you unless you were one of the rare people that it happened.
Right.
So, it would probably be the same as living in a world where like we do right now, where weird things can happen, but they hardly happen to anybody.
Right.
Like we live in a world right now where you ever hear about that guy who got he had like a pole go through his head at a construction site and like he lived through it? Well, that doesn't happen to everybody. It's never going to affect us, but it exists.
Right.
There are people who have that freaky skin disease that turns them into tree bark people.
To make it worse, what if it was like per state? Every state had their own channel.
That'd be, a little bit
then
worse.
It would be a little bit worse.
You're still in the millions of people in every state, too, though.
Still, though, I mean, eventually with all the questions, you're going to get drug in.
You know what would happen? A lot more people would start trying to figure shit out on their own. Probably.
A lot more people would just quit asking questions.
Because what it would be, like, if you were to ask somebody else a question, you have nothing to lose, but they might get angry and attack you and be like, look, I got vacation plans, man. I can't be warping away. I can't be whisked away to some game show.
I can't help but think about it, because think about it. Like, normally when I walk in your door, I'm like, hey, can I put this in your fridge?
Yeah. Son of a bitch. I've been waiting.
He knows he can. He doesn't have to ask.
That's so odd. Now that you mention it, though, like, you do know that you can.
Right.
But it would be the way that, the way that we are, the way we interact with each other is that it would be rude to be like, I'm putting this in your fridge.
Yeah, exactly. This is going in your fridge.
Whether you
like it or not.
There's like the rhetorical, or I don't know what you would call that, but basically a question that isn't a question. It's just a signifier.
Right.
Like, with your permission, I'm going to carry on.
Exactly.
Just to be polite. Yeah, that'd go out the window. It'd just be a world of people just elbowing by. Nobody's going to be like, can I get past?
I'm too nice to my friends to not walk in and say something like that. So I would have to come in and be like, I'm going to do the thing.
Yeah. No, you'd have to, you would have to
I'm going to do the thing, so I'm going to go do the thing.
Yeah. It's going
okay.
It's going to be okay that I do that. Like, that's what you'd have to do. You have to say the statement,
right,
and then look, but you can't end it in a question.
Right, it can't be like a question. You pull up, you're that kind of guy who gets prostitutes. You pull up.
That kind of prostitute guy.
How much? Fuck.
She's
gone.
And she's just gone. Yeah. It was so scary pulling up here. It's got to be the worst for the people who have nothing to do with the question being asked, though. How much song and dance? Like, say that you know the answer to the question. So say that you are in that situation. You're this prostitute, which, given the way our lives are going, in the next 5 years, we could be that prostitute. I was about to say,
I definitely could be that prostitute.
So let's say that you are asked, like, how much, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're on the game show. How much song and dance do you have to go through before you can say $50, 70 in the ass, and then get back where you were? Like, how do they have like a theme song?
Yeah, there's a short little song. There's a short little song that plays.
Yeah.
The host is like, welcome back to...
So they don't treat you like you're a segment on a show that is continuous. They act like you're the beginning of a show with the intro and everything.
Well, it's not like super long. Yeah. He just says, welcome back to... It says the name of the game show, which I don't know what the name is.
So what's the turnaround then if you arrive and you know the answer and you answer it as soon as you can and you just want to ghost the fuck out of there?
Probably about 7 or 8 minutes.
7 or 8 fucking minutes?
Well, he's got to introduce everybody there.
But and that would be the worst. That's like a cutscene you can't skip because you're like, I fucking know. Right. This is all anybody talked about for the last several years since it started. I know who you are. I know why we're here. These guys can't answer this question. I want to go.
I can do this.
Let me the fuck out of here. That's probably what they would call it. The show would be called Let Me the Fuck Out of Here.
Let me the fuck out of here.
Welcome back to Let Me the Fuck Out of Here, the show where you can't get out of here. Yeah, man.
I'm your host, Don Riggle. I don't know. Don Riggles. Oh, no. Oh, my God.
I'm the ghost of Pat Sajak. You're playing the feud.
You're playing. Let's get ready. Let's ask the question. Let's meet our contestants today. Donna is a 50-year-old prostitute.
Oh, my God. Chuck's an electrician from New Jersey. He doesn't understand. Lorraine is a nurse from New Jersey. She doesn't understand. Like that's what it is. It's like, here's the person with the pertinent information. Here are two people that we're inconveniencing for no apparent reason.
But it's like, okay, the question about the prostitute would be, Chuck is a construction worker. Hey, Chuck, how are you feeling about today's question?
Fucking let me go.
Well, it sounds like Chuck's been thinking about it. Then we have Louise. She's a stay-at-home mom. How much does a prostitute charge, Louise?
I don't know. $100?
She's very confused today.
Wow, good guess. Not quite.
Not quite there.
Oh, so he waits for the person who knows the answer. Do they all get turns? Because it would be so much funnier and more feudal and sad if they were like, okay, the question is, how much? Buzz in when you have the answer. And it's the one person just standing there, just hitting the buzzer over and over. Like, fucking, it's me. I'm the one who knows about that. So if you would,
please.
I have can we just do it?
Can we just go?
This is all that, yeah, he would introduce everybody, but I'm sure it would open up. And like the other two people would just be standing there like furious, like, well, it's not me.
They're looking for the one who did this.
How much? I didn't hear anybody say anything about how much before I got here.
Right.
Are you the how much? Are you the how much?
Is that you?
Answer the fucking question.
You look
how
like
much?
A hooker.
You're probably one of them prostitutes. You look like you were in the dark times when you came from, the evening. So what is, you're wearing your fishnets, you must be. Come on. Learn a lot about people. It's like, and there's like the really nice dressed person at the end. And they're like, actually, I'm the prostitute.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
crap. I'm sorry.
We all learned a lot about ourselves today.
Donna's a 50-year-old prostitute. How much you charge, Donna? Oh, God.
It varies from customer to customer.
Oh, I forgot to
I don't let people know, but
Donna's a 50-year-old prostitute. She's the reason we're here today. Round of applause for Donna.
So it turns into just singling them out.
Yeah.
So she gives the answer. It's like, that's very good. Now, for a tiebreaker, the physical challenge. It's like, there's no tie.
No tie.
I won.
I'm the winner.
I won. Everyone gets to slide into the bucket of slime. Like,
God.
Jesus.
No, it's double dare.
Wow, yeah, it'd be amazing if Mark Summers was the...
Yeah.
Like, and not like a figment of your imagination, not an illusion, just Mark fucking Summers was like, yeah, I'll do that.
Sure.
Did I get a little bit of money for this? Yeah, I'll get into it.
You work all the time.
I spent like a decade just putting kids in slime. You think I'm not the kind of guy who would do this just for the fun?
You think that bothers me?
That means nothing. I'd choke a cat to feel.
Oh, yes. Excuse me. How much is this? Oh, no. Like, as soon as, like, the question gets out of your mouth, even in the slightest capacity, it's like, uh-oh. Soup.
Well, somebody, it would be like if you were in retail. Like, think back to every time that you've been asked a question in the jobs where you get asked questions like that. But, I mean, if you were, say that we were still working at that call center, like, hey, what is click? Just hang up.
Yeah,
like, you've got to phrase it in the form of an answer. This is like reverse Jeopardy. But
yeah, I've had so many people be like at Dollar General, excuse me, where's the deodorant? You're gone. Just poof.
I don't deserve this. So yeah, somebody comes up to you with something like, hey, can you price check? Just slap them. Just slap them. Shut your mouth.
Stop it.
You hand it to me, you point at the machine. You don't ask questions. Okay? This is the new world. You raised your kids like this. All right? This is what we're going to do from now on. We don't want to go on the show. We got enough of this. I watched that show, right? Okay, and last night, 7 hours in a row, it was in other languages. I couldn't understand a damn thing.
I was about to say, I didn't get any of that.
The only fun I had, they had an old man from Saskatchewan show up. They speak English there in the Canada, so I heard a little bit of what he had to say. He was just consternated. He wasn't happy. It wasn't entertaining at all, so I don't give a shit about that show. I don't want to be on it.
I was just about to say, like, what if, like, foreign people got in with you?
Yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah, for sure. No, he would ask somebody. It would be you and like a Japanese person and somebody from Polynesia or fucking anywhere. And he asks the Japanese person a question in Japanese, and you're like,
what? I can't.
Well, clearly this is not for me. So can
I just go?
I don't want to do this anymore, sir. Mark Summers, let me free.
Please let me go.
This is 7 or 8 minutes, and that's not too bad. But I mean, I had dinner on the stove. I was driving.
Yeah.
Any number of
car
things.
Just starts swerving. Oh God.
You got all the cliche stuff like a pilot or like a doctor giving birth or things like that. But then you got the more simple things like I was being a 2-year-old in a stroller. Okay, I can't be a part of this. My parents are freaking the fuck out. And I admit I have advanced language skills and a little bit of a touch of a taste for the profanity, but what the fuck, Mark Summers?
Yeah, exactly. Help me
out of here. I'm
a
baby. I ain't supposed to be here. There's all kinds of shit that could be happening.
I would watch this show all the time.
Minor inconveniences.
I don't think
man.
I would ever leave the house.
Your tour guide just disappears for 10 minutes. You're just standing there at the Louvre like, what the fuck now?
Well, what?
And then somebody else gets yanked out because you asked what the fuck now.
I was about to say, now you're poofed. Fuck, now you pulled somebody else out.
If you are on the show and you ask, can I get the fuck out of here? Does that put you in the running to be back on the show to answer that question?
Maybe it ups your chances for coming back.
Could you like infinite loop this thing like a mirror in a mirror in a mirror? Like there's another show that you get yanked to because you asked a question on that show? Because that'd be rough, man. Could you imagine like before you understand the rules, you're asking questions? And so you get yanked to another show and another, and you have to work your way back down. It'd be like that show Sliders, but way less fun or interesting.
Way less fun.
That'd be so sad. Like, I'm 8 game shows in deep, man. How many are you in? Fucking one more now, you piece of shit.
Thank you.
Why did you ask me that?
You didn't have to ask me.
I asked you that. Asking questions is such a regular part.
Why did he ask you that?
Oh
God.
How can it be Mark Summers every time? What are you, man? Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
It'd be kind of like Mark Summers is the only person with immunity to it since he's the host. It's like, you can ask me anything. I don't care.
I don't care at all.
I'm ready for an interview.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Oh, that'd be rough. Yeah, you couldn't. Well, again, it just depends on how many. Yeah, if it was by state, then it would be inconvenient enough.
Oh God, yeah.
Probably, yeah, to where people would want to shut down questions pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nuts if you think about it, because the way that we live is based around being able to get information from other people.
Right.
So,
I mean, if you're new in town somewhere, you might say, "Hey, where's the?" Blank.
Yeah.
When I went to Atlanta the first time to the Tabernacle,
I was just thinking it'd be really great if like you got pulled over and he's like, "Do you know why I'm pulling you over?" Gone.
I'm out of here.
I know I'm on the camera, but I mean, he's gone. It would be wrong of me to not take this opportunity.
Right. He's going to be gone for 8 minutes. I've got to sit here.
What if you ask yourself a question?
That doesn't work.
That doesn't count?
Oh.
Okay.
You have to ask somebody else.
What if you record yourself asking a question and play it for somebody else?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would count?
That counts.
Yeah, they're not stupid. That was a lot of effort to get to the same place.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Would you want to go on it?
Yeah.
You'd want to be on the show?
I'd want to be there.
What if there was no limit to the number of times you could be on there? So
there isn't.
Well, so it happens frequently. Would you stay enthusiastic about it?
Probably for a little while.
Yeah.
It would be interesting until it was like just regular people.
Yeah.
Like I would love to show up with like a Korean dude.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, a Canadian and be like...
It's just going to be regular.
Yeah, I know. It's just going to be regular people. Yeah,
answering boring questions.
Exactly.
It will never
I would love to see people's frustration. That would be my thing. I think I would watch the show more than I would want to be on the show.
What are some questions that you would want to see if you were watching the show? Because you're not going to get context. He's just going to say, and the question is,
right?
What did you do to him?
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
So it's like, wow, man, if you want to leave, you kind of have to say... So, I mean, it's just, what did you do to him? That's interesting. I'm thinking this in my head, so I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't say anything. I would love to get questions from little kids. I would love for people to have to be...
Just the raw inconvenience of it?
Yes.
Why is that man standing? I don't know. Mommy?
I would love that. Because I would love to see the person that was like, oh, God, hate children.
Well, the one of the worst parts of it is that you can only victimize other people with it. You can't harm yourself. You can only cause harm to everybody else through this.
Yeah,
which is really fun and horrible to talk about. But oh, God dang, man.
Because it was like, I thought about earlier when I was sharing that snack I had. It's like, can I have one? Boom. The answer is yes, but dear God, what'd you do?
Well, it would start to get, if you were on the state level, we could even take it further down. Let's say that it was like a county game show, so you were going to be dealing with people around you, but the pool was much smaller.
Right.
So you could get angry and just, any question will do. It doesn't even have to make sense. You're there with your enemy and you're like, what's 3? How's red? Turtles aren't purple, are they? And just like fucking questions until they get warped away and you're like, fuck you.
Yes.
That's what I did today. Exactly. I'm real good at this. Yeah, man.
It's like a cop shows up. I pulled you over. Why'd you pull me over? What did I do?
What was the reason for that? How come? Why you wear that uniform? What's your badge number, man?
Why is your hat brown? What?
And for as much as we're struggling with it, I guarantee you that within a couple of days of this, if it was like a local level thing, in a panic situation, I would want to have like a list of pre-made questions to ask people that have nothing to do with anything. It'd just be my bailout. Like some guys like, I'm going to kick your ass, man. How are carrots? What's the sky? Just questions. Just ask as many as you can, hopefully before you get the crap beat out of you, right?
So exactly.
You could actually bail yourself out by sending people away. You could use it as a weapon, You could send people to the fucking cornfield.
They would make an app for your phone that said generate a question.
Yeah. It's the ultimate self-defense app for the new age.
Yeah. How do computers? What are cats? What are animals? Who are dogs? Like, oh my God.
Who's your favorite dog president?
Yeah.
What happens if there's questions that don't have any answers?
I mean, they just have to answer it the best they can.
You know who the best dog president was?
What was that?
Rover Cleveland, man. Yeah, you love that joke.
No. All right, here we go.
Here we go now. Gonna take it down. It's the end of the show. What's going on, folks? Yeah. Yes, the end of the mother show. End of the show. Yes, what